All right, guys, we got t-shirts in. Check them out. Super excited about this. They came out awesome. If you guys want them, nkpcalibrations.com. Check out the April and decal section, and get your shirts ordered up. That's what the front looks like. We're gonna have them print up a long sleeve version of this also. So wintertime, got to stay warm out there. Check them out, guys. I appreciate it. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got Jacob's El Camino on the dyno. Hopefully it'll make some steam. Got a 392 with a VS 485 on it. So solid roller. Tell us a little bit about the motor. What you got going on up there?
392 stroker. It's got the K1 crank, Comstar rods, JD pistons. It's built by a guy here local, Muscle Machining. Other than that, it's basic build, solid roller motor.
You got 243 heads on it?
243 heads, ported.
He did the port work and stuff like that?
Yep,
okay.
yep. Shrouded for a 6 liter. Nothing too crazy. It means
got a high ram on it.
Basic
E85. Kind of limited on fuel system, so we're gonna see what it'll make. It's got a single 750 Magna fuel in it and some ID 1000s. So we're gonna see how far we can get with those. And it's got a man pedal. So got a T56 in it. So let's get started and see what we can make. Alright, guys, we make some baseline pulls. Dyno Terminator X. I previously tuned this car when it was a 6 liter, had a little bit smaller turbo on it. So we're gonna just do a couple baseline pulls and see where it's at. So take a look at the data log. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we weren't making much boost at all then? Oh yeah, that was only 1 pound of boost.
Yeah, blew the cover off.
1 pound of boost. Everything looks pretty good though.
Huh?
Everything looks pretty good. 28 degrees of timing. Intake air temp was 96 degrees, a little warm. That pull was 6,700, and the graph is, I mean, it's flat. It's gonna be, it made peak power at 5,800 and probably didn't start falling off until 62, 6,300, and it barely fell off at all. So it's definitely a stout little combo. Add a little bit of fuel to it, but other than that, it looks pretty good. It's pretty close. All right, so boost hose came off, and apparently one of the motor mounts came loose. So that's all fixed, and let's see if this thing will make some boost. About 4 right, so it only made about 384 pounds on that one, and it made 564 horsepower, 575 foot-pounds. So we're gonna trickle some boost at her and see what she does. We're gonna be limited. Even there, we were at 62% duty cycle, so we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. It wasn't falling off on fuel pressure, but it's only got an 8 amp feed, so it's definitely gonna choke it a little bit. But we'll see what we can do with it. We're gonna turn the boost up. All right, a little quick wastegate adjustment. See what it does. See if we can make a little more boost out of it. It's got a boost solenoid hooked up. We just took it out for now because he doesn't have it wired. I want to see if that was causing any kind of restriction or anything. And we'll go from there. So only made 4 pounds there too, so we're going to hook the boost controller back up, or the solenoid back up, wire it in real quick, and then we'll add some duty cycle to it and see if we can make some jam, because it definitely needs some airflow. I think another 4 pounds, it should probably make another 100 horsepower or so easy. That was like 4 pounds. The curve on this thing is pretty good, so let's see what we can do. Alright guys, got the boost solenoid wired in, so put about 25% duty cycle on it. See what kind of boost it makes now. Hopefully more than 4 pounds. log looks good. That was only 7.2 pounds. And I lifted at 6,200. But I stopped the dyno about right around there. So it made 649 at 5,700. 661 torque at 48. So it was still climbing too. I mean, you can see in the graph it wasn't going anywhere. But I mean, you can see how nice this curve is. It just keeps falling, barely falls off at all. So we're gonna tighten the straps up a little bit and see if we can get it not to move around. That way I can stay in. It gets a little sketchy when it starts moving around like that. The other thing is it's got a stock GM 8.5-inch 10 bolt, so he's a little worried about it. I'm not terribly worried about it, but I also don't want it to come apart on the dyno because things can get sketchy. So we might up it a little bit more. We might call it. So we'll see what we're gonna do here. All right, so we're gonna do one more. I turned it up just a little bit more. We tightened the straps down, but it's a bit sketchy on the stock 10 bolt. Everything looks good. Time is good. Fuel is good. So we'll do this one and we'll leave it there for him until he can get his 9-inch in it, and then maybe take it and put it on the hub dyno so we can load it a little better. Let's see what this little 392 will do. Hoping for about 10 pounds or so.
I'm telling you, I think it's picking the
Oh,
tire
did they
up.
get hot?
It's different to what right before. I see
I'm just telling him it's got no roll on the back. It's got no
Might have got hot. I forgot to turn the fan on. Alright, we had a little more duty cycle doing. See what you do. Tighten the straps down a little bit, walking around. See what it does here. This thing is hairy. I think that's going to be the last one there. 665, 650 torque. It was walking around on the dyno though. This thing was spicy. let's do the two-step. See how that works out. Totally forgot to make an outro for you guys. So car made 665 wheel, 10 pounds of boost. Not too bad for that combo. It was a little light on timing. So when he gets all the rear suspension stuff figured out, he's gonna put a 9-inch in it, upper and lower adjustable control arms, so that way it stops moving around. The car needs an anti-roll bar. That thing was trying to do the G-body shuffle on the dyno, so I can only imagine what it would do on the street. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you in the next video.